So, also, I wanted to point out that we had talked last week after the show that I wanted to get more into the San Jose Earthquakes fan base, and I wanted to know what their thoughts about were with John Fisher in that situation. And I didn't get the chance to ask the question, but 24 hours ago, a fan here, which I won't read the whole thing, but I will post it on our uh, on our avenues here. But someone named Ghosted94 posted the future of the Quakes, and he says basically here, paraphrasing all of it, but for simple terms, is there any chance that MLS can step in and force Fisher to sell, or are we as fans destined to the same future current A's fans are going through? And I could not help myself, and I jumped in there and I said, "Hey, look, I doubt MLS will force a sale, but you as fan bases should make your intentions completely known about all this, right?" And it is now gone down to a rabbit hole of people commenting about John Fisher is terrible for MLS and John and things that we've already known, but
Hmm.
I wanted to know about how the earthquakes are, and it seems that the pulse is right there with it with A's fans. They just have a
Yeah,
stadium, but they're even commenting about how their stadium is no longer good enough for John Fisher, and it's ridiculous that it's no longer good enough for him. So pulse is there, baby. So we just, keep your foot down. Like don't give up. Whatever fan base you are a fan of, whether it be, the earthquakes or the A's, just keep your pedal down to the metal here and
yeah,
make sure that your intentions are known that John Fisher should not own a franchise team at all.
agreed.
No, he shouldn't. Not in any league.
Nope.
And we've talked about this at like until we've made ourselves sick that they're in MLB, probably all leagues. There are more owners like John Fisher that look at this as an infinite upward trend, ever growing investment. Anybody with a brain knows not every investment grows every single year. There's going to be dips, there's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys. It's going to go up, it's going to go down. That's a normal economy. That's a normal line. Um, the only time your line should go up is if your team is winning. Look at the Warriors. They are now the number one valued team in all of the NBA. Why? Because they win. They have won. And you know what? When this team loses Steph Curry, loses Klay Thompson, loses Draymond Green, and those guys are gone, and this team has to hit the reset button, the valuation will come down a bit because those players are gone. They're Hall of Famers. It's going to come down. But you know what? Joe Lacob is going to reinvest. You're going to try to find the next team that can increase the value of the franchise to continue winning. John Fisher has done nothing to make his teams valuable. He got
He's
the
just sitting on
stadium.
it.
He
Yeah,
got the stadium for the earthquakes. And now Cavill criticizes the stadium and says it's not adequate, that it's already out of date. Well, you're the one that chose the location. You chose to put it next to an airport. You chose the seating capacity. You chose the angle. You chose everything. That's why you can't have concerts there. That's why you can't have fireworks. That's why you can't have light shows. That's why you can't do anything past a certain hour. You chose it. That's your fault. Now
Yeah.
you're in the same position at the Tropicana site where you think you're going to have all this glitz and glamour. You're not going to be able to do shit because it's right next to the airport. The renderings, the current renderings, don't have a batter's eye. The foul pole is in the middle of it's invisible halfway up. You got lights. You're next to the airport. Like, none of it makes sense.
Not to
None of
mention
it
that you
makes
can't
sense.
have fireworks there
You
because
can't
it's
have
a dome.
fireworks for the same reason. There's already light restrictions because of the brightness of the strip from the airport. It's already impacting that. So this ownership group has shown that they don't deserve to own a franchise.
Yes.
I am not saying that teams and owners shouldn't expect a dividend or a return on investment, but you have to invest into the team. You have to invest into the product. That's the only thing you need to do. You got the stadium with the earthquakes, and you never went after a marquee free agent or re-signed a guy. You spend nothing.
Yeah, Chris Wondolowski is the only guy that John Fisher has ever put any money in.
So
and he's great. But
any of these people that
he can
defend
only do
John
so
Fisher,
much.
he's
Yeah.
never done anything. What has he won? What has he won as an owner?
One supporters shield for the Quakes. That's it. And he kind of lucked into that because that team kept winning in the last seconds in 2012 when they had no business winning.
He's a fucking vampire. He's sucking communities dry. And the people who can't see past it, it makes me disgusting.
Yeah.
It's so disgusting that you can't see that this person, John Fisher, has $1 billion art gallery that he wants to showcase at a baseball stadium, refuses to honor his franchise, invest in the franchise, drives the value down, does nothing to improve it, Cavil's banning fans from Twitter, blocking him because he's too thin-skinned to take the actual criticism. And he's holding communities hostage. He's holding San Jose hostage now. He's holding Oakland hostage now. And now he's trying to hold Las Vegas hostage. It's bullshit.
And they threw a half-assed fan fest in Vegas like this past weekend for
the city of Oakland.
Friday.
Yeah, we'll jump into that. You know what?
No, let's just jump into it now.
$1 billion. Close to $1 billion to build the Howard Terminal. You know what the difference is? You know what he's bitching about is that the city of Oakland wasn't able to get a complex building measure that was designed by the Biden administration to overcome complex infrastructure deals. A stadium is not complex. You pay for it. You're the owner. It's your product. It's your team. You fucking pay for it. God, I'm so livid. I'm sorry for all the profanity.
I mean, this is on me. I brought this up. But anyways, the A's did hold a half-ass fan fest in Vegas in combination with a spring training game that didn't sell out. Not only did it sell out, hold on, because Casey Pratt pointed this out too. They, as the A's organization, invited a whole bunch of little leaguers to come and watch the game. So that means they gave away more tickets than they sold. So not only did they sell out, yeah, there was like a bunch of seats that were already taken, but a bunch of empty spots that weren't. But most of them were probably little leaguers that the A's gave away to come watch this game. They couldn't even sell that out. Did you see anything about Fans Fest? No. Because nobody even knew that it existed until they walked into the stadium. Oh, what is all this? Oh, it's our fan fest. Oh, I'm gonna go sit down
with a DJ. With a DJ. It
was a no-name DJ.
Yeah. Just named DJ.
It could have been Barney's cousin named DJ.
I think I joked it was DJ Tanner from Full House was actually the DJ.
just god awful, man. Just everything about it is absolutely god awful. And you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna jump to the renderings because you brought it up, Sam.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's just rip this band-aid real quick.
It's AI rendered, right? I said it off the get-go.
Oh, yeah.
I know that they said they had, the architect that also did some of the A's architectural designs when it came to stadium renderings over there by the docks over there, right? Howard Terminal.
Are you going to screen share this?
I can if you'd like.
Yes, show the images.
Let's pull it up.
I know my dad's in the audience, and he called me earlier because he wanted to know more about the A's, and he was asking, is it a for sure thing that they're gonna move? My dogs are like running around messing with my camera. Get out of here, you crazy monsters. See, even my dogs are pissed at John Fisher. He was asking, is it a done deal that the A's are gone? I would say it's 50-50. I mean, because you don't know where this thing is going to go. In my monologue there where I was losing my mind, the thing that I wanted to point out was that, sorry, these dogs are distracting me. Great radio.
Here, I pulled up the renderings for you guys. Go ahead. Say what you're saying as I pull up these renderings here.
No, go ahead and show this.
So this is rendering number one. Now, okay, I know you guys can't see me, but you guys can hear me. I do want to say this. No, but you can't, but the audience can't. So I do want to say this. Is it a nice looking ballpark? Yes. Yes, I'm here to shit on this because that's what I do as far as this ownership has allowed me to be as a fan. But is it a nice looking rendering? Does it look like it'd be a nice stadium? Yes, 100%.
It looks pretty. We've seen
looks,
plenty of pretty renderings.
It looks
Both
beautiful.
versions of Cisco Field were gorgeous.
Yeah, it looks
the San Jose and the Fremont version.
You know what? I might be the one guy who I wish we could build that Howard Terminal if the A's do stay in Oakland. I think Howard Terminal is the site that you want to be at, but I wasn't in love with those renderings. I wasn't in love with that architecture design. It looked like a Hobbit village.
The jewel box was really not it, and they did correct that at least. But yeah, I didn't love the park. I didn't love the park going up the top, the grass. That part I didn't like.
Yeah, I don't like that. I wanted a traditional ballpark. I thought something that would honor more of the maritime industry and the waterfront. I thought that would have been better. Personally, I don't think this architect is all that great. I work in construction industry. I love architecture. I didn't really think his designs are all that great, to be honest. He's known as a guy that uses cheaper materials to a way to keep costs down. I don't really like his designs, to be blunt.
And that's fair. But let's point a couple things here. Let's go ahead and do step number one. Let me comment. Oh, I can't comment on it because they turned off all comments except for their own comment on their own post.
Yeah.
So that's
only if you're back. Yeah, you have to be directly mentioned to answer. Anyway.
So here's step number one with this, okay? This is beautiful. The problem is the sun doesn't set this way.
No.
So that's problem number one. Okay. Sun sets behind this picture, so you'd have sun glaring into the field, which if you're at first base or or at left field, you're probably gonna get beat up with the sun into your eyeballs. Okay. So let's go into this, okay? Here's what I love about it, okay? I don't know if I can zoom in. I can't zoom in, but this right here where my mouse is, you see how his glasses goes in to the other guy's ball cap? Or like how this is all pinstriped in the wrong direction?
And also red pinstripes. I mean,
yeah.
What the hell?
I mean, fine. It's AI rendering. We're not going to knock on it. But how about where's the lights? There's no stadium lights here. And as Sam pointed out,
floating pole.
The foul pole is inside. That's not legal on both sides. You can't do that, right?
Also, it's not bright yellow either.
That view would not be possible.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Correct.
There's a hotel in center field blocking that.
Correct. It'd be a big hotel right here. You couldn't see this.
And then you have a
this would be way over here.
Center field.
Yeah, this right here is crazy. There's you can't do this. There's a battery, right?
Hockey meets baseball. Have center fielders and left fielders just slamming into the wall.
Lace them up, boys.
Yeah, it's crazy.
No padding.
I mean,
stick taps for good, like diving catches.
And you know what? Let me say this: the people who are saying, "Well, it's a rendering," they delayed these renderings. They used the Las Vegas shooting as an excuse to delay these renderings. You would think in the meantime they would have fixed this stuff. You mean to tell me that no one in the A's organization or design group said, "Hey, this looks like the Sydney Opera House"?
It exactly is. I also love that they call it I also love that they call it armadillos, and armadillos aren't even native to Vegas or Nevada, so that's fun.
Yeah, and as far as the height goes, that's like right on the edge of how tall you could build something right there, because that's somebody else did some measurements, and that's right around how tall the Tropicana is right now.
Let's see.
So
yeah,
it's right around that level. I mean, and just this angle is a little bit weird and it's tough to tell, but the other people did the math and figured out how many stories and whatnot, and so it does technically work height wise. But in terms of actual area space taken up, how is this 9 acres?
It's not. This is not.
There's
9
no
acres.
fucking way. This is.
Let's go to number one
13, here. 12 or 13.
You're telling me this is 9 acres?
Yeah, the whole show is going right there.
Again, it's like double the plaza. It's about 18 or 20.
But here's the best part: is Tropicana still wants to build a hotel in combination with this. Where's the hotel gonna go?
Yeah.
I wanted to mention this, guys. These dogs made me forget, but I remember. Is right? The money that is Las Vegas, Nevada is going to be paying for this stadium. Was it the 380? And now the teachers union is, trying to get a ballot initiative so that citizens of Nevada can vote on where this money is going. The A's are suing the teachers union to prevent that vote, to prevent this from going forward. So that's what you're supporting. If you support John Fisher, is you're supporting a billionaire suing teachers to block the right of vote. Yep. To vote if this is how these citizens want to spend their money. It's crap.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy does not deserve to own a team. He doesn't deserve to be on the planet. Put him in a rocket ship and just blast his shit out of here.
Yeah, he's a billionaire. They love space.
Right? Get out of here, dude.